3 days after the anger erupted. 3 days after violence shook Nepal. 3 days after the destruction and the deaths. Hundreds of families, some from across the country, to accompany loved ones on their final journey. That day, at Kathmandu's central morgue, 35 bodies were waiting to be identified. Young demonstrators, but not only them. Opposing sides, but the same pain. Tarjan's brother-in-law was just a policeman.
He's the one who just destroyed him. In Nepal, there's a lot of people have that incidents. Not in there also, but there I heard that there's a 2-3 person by mistakenly they catch and they kill them. So many places they have so many the Nepali police they did. See, this is the way he doing nothing but wrongly the people who catch and then just destroy him.
We cannot blame the country, we cannot blame the nation. We can blame the politician, we can blame all the bad politician and all these leader.
In 48 hours, the riots left 72 dead and hundreds injured. The anger of the Nepalese toward their leaders had grown. This time, it boiled over, as sudden as it was violent. But for what reason? And to achieve what in the end? We go back 3 weeks, which began in rage and tears. The riots broke out on September the 8th. The government blocked 26 platforms: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. The youth flooded the streets. Young people against the police, a connected generation against a disconnected power. Officially, the authorities wanted to force internet giants to register in the country. The youth condemned the censorship. The situation escalated. The police opened fire, and chaos took over. Young people attacked all symbols of power: police stations, the Supreme Court, National Archives, and the Parliament was set on fire. The Prime Minister resigned. The nation fell into chaos. After 2 days and nights of riots, Kathmandu returned to calm. The revolutionaries must regroup. This young man had spent the last 48 hours on the front line.
किनकि उले त भनिसकेको थियो यी फुच्चाफुच्चीहरू हुन् यिनीहरूले दुईटा जना जुम्मा हुँदैन केही पनि हुँदैन भनेर सरकारले भनिसकेपछि त्यसपछि फुच्चाफुच्चीको तार देखाइदिएको त हो.
He is about 20 years old. He works for 50 euros a month in this small roadside restaurant. A hard life for over half of the Nepalese in Kathmandu's poor neighborhoods.
हप्ता दिन नभएर मैले यो 2-3 वर्ष अगाडिदेखि नै सोचेको कुरा यो हुन्छ भन्ने कुराहरु पक्का थियो. हुन्छ नै भने डेन्जरै हुन्छ भने मैले सोचेर मैले पुरै कुराहरु लेखेर मेरो त अझै कपी छ घरमा. अब बाटोघाटो कुनै अवस्था छैन हैन, स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्रमा कुनै अवस्था छैन, सरकारी विद्यालयमा कुनै अवस्था छैन. कुनै जनताहरु चाहिँ भनेको एउटा सिटामोल खाना पनि नसकेर प्याक भएर मरिएको कुराहरु र घटनाहरु आएको जस्तै गरेर त अहिले पनि राडाको महाराडा बनिसकेपछि त्यसपछि जनताहरु एकदम आक्रोश भनेर लागि परिसकेपछि जनताहरु चाहिँ खुसी भयो. किनकि अब यो अत्याचारको सीमा धेरै भएको थियो, त्यसको सीमा अब पार भयो. अब हाम्रो किनकि दिनहरु नयाँ जेनेरेसन नयाँ कानुनहरु आउन सक्छ भन्ने खालको कुराले अब भनेको त्यो सुरुवात भयो भने त्यसैमा खुशियाली भयो.
On the third day, Kathmandu awoke with hopes of change, but in an apocalyptic setting. Traces of the riots were everywhere. The army regained control of the streets, which did not reassure Anish Adhikari.
What is this building? This is the parliament. This is the parliament office.
At 27, Anish is one of the founders of Gen Z Nepal, a movement uniting tens of thousands of young Nepalese. In just a few days, this man working in a small Kathmandu film production company became a leader of the protest.
यो चाहिँ लेखिएको छ हैन अबदेखि यो ठाउँमा युवा मात्र हुनेछन् भ्रष्ट नेता देश निकाला गरिनेछ जय नेपाल जय जेनजी युवा अरु बाहिरतिरका देशका मिडियाहरूले चाहिँ यो चाहिँ तपाईको सामाजिक सञ्जाल जुन 26-27 वटा सामाजिक सञ्जाल चाहिँ बन्द गर्यो नि हैन फेसबुक लगायतका जति पनि सामाजिक सञ्जाल इन्स्टाग्रामहरु जति पनि गर्यो त्यसको विरुद्धमा भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ एकदम भ्रम फैलाइयो के आन्दोलन हो यो नितान्त उनीहरुले चाहिँ अनि युवा नेतृत्व किनकि लगभग अब 35 वर्षदेखि 40 वर्षदेखि रेगुलर यो देशमा गनेर 5 देखि 7 जना मान्छे मात्रै रेगुलर प्रधानमन्त्री भइराखेको छ के घुमी फेरि हैन
This widespread corruption, Anish wanted to show us concretely where it is most obvious. It's a half-hour drive to the affluent neighborhoods.
सोशल मिडियामा चाहिँ भन्ने बित्तिकै चाहिँ एकदमै सफा ठाउँ अनि त्यसपछि अब पोल्युसन पनि एकदम कम भएको ठाउँ भन्ने एकदम मानसिक बुझाइ छ.
Then there are videos circulating and fueling anger for months. The Nepo kids, children of the elite, showing off on social media. Lives of millionaires in the 25th poorest country in the world. Nepo kids versus Gen Z. In the northern neighborhoods are the residences of these powerful families.
यो चाहिँ हाम्रो पूर्व प्रधानमन्त्री शेरबहादुर देउवाको घर जाँदैछौँ हामी त्यहाँ चाहिँ यो चाहिँ एकदम पूर्ण रूपमै एकदमै धेरै क्षति भएको छ हैन हामी ओके पूर्व प्रधानमन्त्री शेरबहादुर देउवाको घर चाहिँ जलिरहँदाखेरि अनि यो यत्रो भइरहँदाखेरि यो के यो सही भइरहेको छ कि गलत भइरहेको छ के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ
अनि अरू नेताहरूको घर जलाउनु त ठिकै कुरा हो धन्यवाद करप्सन गरे भने त तिनीहरूले धन्यवाद.
Between 1995 and 2022, Sher Bahadur Deuba, now 79, was Nepal's prime minister 5 times. A symbol of the system the youth no longer wanted. The attack on his villa was broadcast live on social media.
क्षति भइसकेको छ यो चाहिँ खण्डहर जस्तो देखिएको छ यो सबै यो चाहिँ एकदमै यो आगो लागि जस्तै.
The former leader of the Congress party is now nowhere to be found. In several places in the capital, other regime leaders had to be evacuated by the army to escape the people's anger. For most Nepalese, this footage became a symbol of their cowardice. The old leaders have been ousted. The next chapter must be written.
परिवर्तन सम्भव नै भइहाल्ने कुरा चाहिँ होइन किनकि यहाँनेरि जेनजीहरू बीच नै पनि एकदम धेरै घुसपेट भएर चाहिँ उनीहरू नै एक आपसमा विभाजित छन्. देशैभरिका जेनजीहरू चाहिँ एक आपसमा आफै एक ठाउँमा एउटा सङ्गठित रूपमा जोडिन सकेका छैनन्, सङ्गठन बनाउन सकेका छैनन्.
On the 4th day, Nepal woke up with a hangover. The students have hit a wall. Since the Prime Minister's resignation, there has been no government, no administration. The military holds interim power. The Gen Z leaders wanted to go to army headquarters to take part in political discussions. But the soldiers blocked the way. Gen Z was tearing itself apart, unable to appoint representatives, and therefore unable to influence the country's future. The military, however, had reached an agreement. Later that day, they announced the appointment of Sushila Karki as Prime Minister. For the first time, a woman took power in Nepal. She is 73 years old. Her first statements were for social media. Sushila Karki affirmed that she would govern in line with Gen Z's thinking. To these young people, she also promised an end to police violence and a relentless fight against corruption. In the historic center of Kathmandu, barely 20-year-old activists have gathered spontaneously, a ceremony in tribute to the riot victims. A fight to honor the 72 young Nepalese who died, so no one can deny them their revolution.